Look, nobody ever said this would be easy. The whole ESG hype? It's a damn battlefield, full of promises that sound great but too often feel like smoke and mirrors designed to distract you while someone else makes the real money. You're here because you want to make an impact, but you're also a founder, an investor, a leader who knows there's more at stake than just doing good. You want results, real, measurable, lasting returns that don't force you to compromise your values. Yet every time you try to bet on ESG funds, you hit the same wall. Can these funds really keep outperforming traditional investments? Or are we just caught in a bubble that's about to pop? Here's the brutal truth nobody's telling you. Most ESG funds are playing catch-up, using fancy marketing and buzzwords without truly changing how they invest. They screen out a few bad companies, maybe nudge some firms towards slightly better practices, but in the end, they still look a lot like the old-school portfolios, stuck chasing the same companies, the same industries, the same short-term gains that put profits ahead of real change. If you're relying on headline ESG labels alone, you're walking into a trap. That pain you feel, the frustration, the gnawing doubt, that's because you know your money deserves better. You want to back businesses that are actually reshaping the rules, not just ticking boxes. So, if you ask, will ESG funds outperform traditional investments forever? The answer right now is no, not by a long shot. But here's what you need to do to flip the script before it's too late. First, stop trusting the broad ESG funds. They're too diluted, too slow, and often lack real accountability. Instead, get surgical. Chief Technology Officer, CTO, blockchain gaming platform. Ask for hard numbers on carbon reduction, labor standards enforcement, supply chain transformation, tangible stuff you can verify. Next, focus on owning pieces of companies that aren't just ESG compliant, but fundamentally changing their industries. That means backing founders and management teams obsessed with innovation, who use capital to rebuild business models from the ground up with impact baked in. Don't settle for greenwashing. Chase disruptive ventures, forcing markets to evolve or disappear. These are the bets that disrupt old assumptions and grow faster, sustainably. They aren't easy to find and they're risky, but playing it safe in generic ESG is way riskier. If you want permanent outperformance, that's where you play. Also, challenge your own assumptions about scale and speed. Real impact investing isn't about going broad and passive. It's about going narrow and active. Build networks with other sharp, informed investors who push each other hard, who aren't afraid to call out the shallow stuff and dig for what really matters. Your capital is a weapon. Use it to back a surgically precise set of ventures with clear governance that rewards long-term thinking, real innovation, and measurable change. If you do that, if you become that ruthless operator who refuses to be fooled by fancy labels, you unlock something huge: the chance to build resilience in your portfolio. While traditional investments get shaken by short-term greed and market cycles, you plant stakes in companies reinventing products, policies, and markets to endure long beyond the next bull run. That's how you seize advantage, through foresight, not hype. The truth is, existing ESG funds will stumble. A lot, because capitalism isn't designed to fix itself without real pressure. Don't get caught waiting for the system to heal on its own. You have to be the one forcing the change. If you stay passive, profits without purpose will swallow you whole. But if you get strategic, you can ride the wave of transformation and make your capital do far more than just sit in an index pretending to care. So, stop doubting. Stop playing follower in this space. Build your own path. Get deep, get critical, and own the future with investments that genuinely disrupt. Outperformance isn't luck or a trend. It's a result of brutal honesty, sharp judgment, and relentless pursuit of real-world change. Fight for that, and you won't just survive the ESG question. You'll answer it in a way that lasts forever. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to discover more.